Guys, how you all doing? This is MKD SMARTVIEW. So if you've actually been following up on the channel for quite a while, you know that I've been majorly making use of statistics in order to get my gameplay, and today we'll be starting up a gameplay. Now this gameplay is actually centered around the winning color. So you understand? It's centered around the winning color, whereby out of these four options right here, I get to pick compulsorily the no winning color followed by two of these three, giving us a four available option, which we will get to pick out 3/4, leaving out a 25% chance to lose. But as I've always stated, and those who have followed up with my previous video, this 25% chance to lose is very good enough to send your account down to 0. So don't believe that because we are actually having to play 3/4, it means that certainly we have a 75% chance of winning and is definitely going to win. No, this remaining 25% is as high as possible. In fact, a 10% most of the time in the game of For Nigeria is good enough to actually run your account down to nothing. So let's get on now. I've actually made several videos on this system, making a live gameplay, and I made one that should be 2 days ago, whereby I made so many explanations. I showed some pros and cons, I gave tips, and I revealed some secrets about this system, which if you go back now, you can get to watch the video. So let's get on now to today's proper. So on today's system, this is assured for a gameplay, this is assured for a gameplay, and to eliminate between one of these two. Now getting on to the 100 draws, these are my targets here, so I'll be making use of this. I'll be looking into this. And all right, I've always stated, a second on that, I've always stated my system of For Nigeria goes in 3 ways. Statistics is compulsory, very compulsory. Your winning colors are compulsory. Then ability to identify your hot and cold period is something else. You understand? So these two is majorly very compulsory. You must make use of it. So let's check out now. Before you start staking, you have to make sure that you get the color to eliminate right. As I told you, you see this 25% chance of loss is good enough to run your account down to 0. So don't believe that. All right, out of 4 options here, in this given case now, we have the no winning color, the green, the red, the blue. The fact that you're taking, let's say, these 3 means that definitely you are going to win. No, you'll find yourself going on a circle until your account is blown. So let's get on now. I'm waiting for my statistics to settle. Once it's done, I start up on my gameplay. So to have a smooth gameplay, you must make sure that your statistics is well read. It should be well read. So my statistics now, 100 draws, I have this on 29. This very close to it on a 27. But when you go over now to your 24 hours, this is on a 134, this is on a 132. So according to what I explained some time ago, I've always explained that your area of concentration are these 3 colors. Then also on what colors seem like as if they want to flip each other, which if you should look in now, this is far off. This is a 29, this is a 27. I won't be doing much explanation on this video. I've actually said this several times. This is 134, this is 132. So in both case scenario, the color that is contending with every other color is the color green. There are tips to For Nigeria, which I will not be talking about here. Those who are actually going to get that should join in the mentorship class on Telegram. So let's get on now with this right about now. So there are many things to actually get to know about the system. There are some things that once you see, you know that definitely a chance of this happening is actually impossible. So in the first place, you don't even try it. You understand? There are some things that once you see, you should know that doing one thing or doing another is actually very impossible. Don't even try it in the first place. So you get the system. Let's get on now to this. This is a setup here. So what's happening right now is that the fact that the color green has definitely flipped out red on this setting. While if you check out this setting, the color green has also flipped that blue. So we are taking out red for our gameplay now. Let's start off with the gameplay. The fact we are taking out red does not mean that red will not occur. Not at all. Majorly with the fact that red is currently at a very unbalanced level. What do I mean by that? Red is currently very low down here at 18. Does not mean that it cannot keep on going lower. Definitely not. So it's something to watch out for. That means this is my gameplay and I have to be careful on it, and I will not stake for that long. Majorly now that I can see a draw. The current system is what? A draw. If I go back to the 24 hours, this is 135 and this is 132. So let's get on now. I go green, I go blue, and I go no winning color. So one thing to note is the fact that this gameplay will not be on for too long. I go in for quick profit. Sometimes if you get a very good setup, you can play as high as a 25 draw for a long period of time. You win it all. So we have ourselves another win here. So this is a win here, green. I'll just simply go in now to what? Rebet this, confirm it, and what? We are gonna be rebetting this. So our stakes are now green, blue, and a no winning color. So whichever of these three we'll be going on with. Check out the 100 draws now. The red has dropped all the way from 18 down to a 17, and the green has actually been exceeding. Now, as I always stated, your two major criteria of analysis deals with your statistics as well as your no winning color. So green got to flip out blue. Why was that? Let's see. Green 1 here 1, 1 here 2, 1 here 3, 1 here 4 out of the last 7 games. Okay, that's good. So blue has actually won. So we won ID 42, ID 43, and let's check out our 100 draws. Okay, red is still stable. That is because the current draw now, which is the draw ID 44, red likely took out the draw from ID 845. So this is ID 944. So red was likely the color that won on ID 845, which was the draw all the way below. That's why even after what it got to, after it did not appear here, it was still number 17. It did not drop to 16. So likely the ID, this is ID 944 here, and the ID below should have been ID 845. That means red likely won. So we're expecting red to win at any given stage, but before then we should just be moving on the trend of what is currently moving on our analysis. So we've won the last 3 games. Let's get on now to restake this. We've won the last 3 games. Looking at the 100 draws, you have statistics on green 30. This has finally dropped 16. That means this was ID 945 right here. You can see that right here, ID 945. According to ID 945, the color that won was blue. Red was on 17. It went all the way to 16. That means on ID 846, likely the color that won there was a different color. It was not the color, likely green, because red fell. Okay, green also did not move, so it was likely blue that won there. So let's get on to the next. So we have a no winning color right about here. Both red, both blue, and both green all came out 1 2 1 2 1 2. So this is actually a time to watch out for. Let me check out my statistics. We've just won 4 games in a row. Let's check out the statistics. And as I stated, this gameplay is short term. That's because these 2 colors are still battling, and also if you look at these 2 colors are battling, though we still have some space. I will explain that shortly now. Rebet this. So we still have some space, but when it comes to that spacing, it means at a given point something is likely to happen. Look at the color green now is on 29. You understand? Color red is on 28. Blue is likely to flip green soon. I will explain why shortly. And once we start seeing signs of that, we have to leave the market. So this is it right here. This is it. So green is up now. Let's check out. So 29 to 28, it did not move. Whenever you see a color actually gets to win and did not move, that means it likely was the one that won the 100th draw. That is the draw, because as you can see, we're making use of 100 draw statistics. That means the 100th draw was likely won by green. And in that given stage, if he had not been the one to win the 100 draw, it would have gone from 29 to 30. So it's not moving here despite winning. So very shortly, we are going to be ending this gameplay, because what I want, you understand, the best gameplay that can happen is for blue to flip green. We take out green and we start playing blue, red, and no winning color. You understand? So shortly, we should be expecting something like that. And once that happens, we should start up with what? The gameplay of what? Blue, red, and no winning color. Green needs to be eliminated for reasons I will not be stating here. Those who knows the reason are on the mentorship class. So let's get on now. You look into your statistics, check out the 100 draws. Right now we have ourselves a 28. I'm not going to be staking anything. According to what I stated, my ideal gameplay is to play blue, which is this, red, and no winning color. I want to eliminate the color green. So we are currently on a flip, and it's not always ideal to play on a flip. Now green is on 28, blue is on 28. I want blue to flip green. That is my ideal gameplay. Blue should actually flip green. So this is it right now. So blue has actually what? Gotten to flip green. You can see it right here. Blue has flipped green. Now when you check on the 24 hours right here, what I can get to see right here is the fact that alright, what I can get to see is the fact that this system here is actually quite good. So now we are changing immediately to the blue, red, and what? A no winning color. So let's get that done. Let's get that done right now. So the major thing now with what I've done, one thing I will tell you is the fact that between now to the next 5 draws, green will still struggle to keep up. Green is still going to struggle to win. You understand? We just won out on the ID blue right now. We just won out on blue right now. As I stated, my ideal gameplay, what I want is blue, no winning color, and what? Blue, red, and no winning color. That is all I majorly want. That is what I majorly want. So that right now my setup is getting completed. As you can see, green is falling. Green is currently on 26, red is 16. Red should start coming up soon. Blue should be coming up again, and green should actually be trying. That means at a given stage we will try to see green win, but likely it will not be that stable. But green must still try to win. That is the reality. But red should try his best to what? Start coming up 17, 18, 19, 20, and so. So let's check out the statistics now. Red actually won right now. You can see. So we won this game. We've actually won all the way from ID 42 to ID 51. I believe the only draw we skipped was ID 48 during a flip. So that is actually like out of 9 games we've actually won 8. So let's get on now. Continue on this with a continuation here. So let's get this done now. There's a continuation on this. Few minutes now, this should actually settle up, and once it's done settling, we can go over to the next phase. So this is it right about here. Alright, so we still got this out. So we got this out now with a green. As I told you, green will not actually back down. Between then and the next 5 draws, green will surely try to what? Keep up, but is eventually going to fail. So let's get this on now with a recovery right about here. So the blue, the red, and this. So the setup is okay. The setup is rather completed right here. So the setup is rather completed right here for continuity. Checking out on the 100, you have here on the 27. This still on 16. As I told you, needs to keep on climbing, and this rather is rather high. So at a very given stage, there will be a battle between the blue and the green for who is going to actually keep up, but the blue is likely going to win it on that. So we have what ourselves a no winning color. I will explain something shortly now. So let's get on. We have actually made this on this right now. So get on with the blue here, with the red, and then likely and finally the no winning right here. So we've actually gotten all this setup completed. We've gotten all this setup completed. So 100 here. So this is a 26 to a 30, then a 16. So shortly now, this should be drawn out and we go in. So the essence of this entire draws here, you can see we had a draw here, is because likely red, this red is going to start what appearing so much very soon. The red is going to be appearing much very soon. So we got ourselves a blue here. All we have to do is to restake this and continue on it. So restake this. So at this very given stage here, we saw the color green try to what dominate, but it still failed. It came out here 2 times, came out here none, and what continuity should be blue, should be red, and the no winning color. Check out your statistics now. Blue is currently on 30, and there's something that I perceive now is the fact that all the way from the bottom, this is ID 954. When you go down all the way at ID 851, 852, 853, okay, 850, 849, 848. Blue likely won so much of the 100th draw below. That's why it's not moving here despite winning. So you understand what I'm saying? So blue has won here again, and we have it on a 31 right now. Whenever a color is actually winning and it's not moving, that means it likely won the 100th draw. When you make use of what your 100 draw statistics here, when you make use of your 100 draw statistics, a color actually wins and it does not move from say 30 to 31. It means that he actually won the 100th draw that just left. So in that given stage now, let's continue on this. So this is 100 here. We have ourselves a 26 here, a 31. And the truth about this is the fact that this is not too high and this is quite low. What I mean by that is that this 31 can actually go over to 32, go as high as 37. This 16 might keep on moving. Why this is the only one that will start to drop in now? You understand my point? So we have red 1. So red actually what got to win this out. What I mean by that is that look at the 100 draws now. Red has from what 16 becomes 17. It can go over to 18, 19, 20. Before you know it flips green. At the point of wanting to flip out green, you can see green is currently 26. Before you know 25, 24, 23. Let me run quickly, stake this and I continue explaining. So you can see that what red is on and blue was on 31, now is on 30. It can be going all the way between 31, 30, 29, 32, 35. This will go 17, 16, 18, 19, 20. Before you know, so much appearance of red, and it keeps on increasing. 21, 22, 23. You get my point there now. So that's it right there. So let's check out this. We've actually won this right about now. Actually won this right about now. So go on, revert this, and I keep on going through. So we have ourselves a 31, 17, and a 26. 17 is right here. We can go 18, 19, 20, 21. One thing about the system is the fact that you make a swap when you need to make a swap. As you can see, I started earlier on with this combination right here with a green, blue, and when color. I told you that it's going to be short-lived because very soon I see the chances of what green leaving. That was from 42 to ID 51. What I was taking on was the green, the blue, and the non-winning color. After ID 51, I started taking on the red, the blue, and the non-winning color. So we have what red actually winning here. Go on now to revert this and continue right here. Check out the statistics. We are on 18. So you can see what I'm trying to speak on. This is from 26 now, 25. Earlier on, you know that green was actually higher than blue. But from 30, or I believe 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. And it's actually going to keep on getting worse because red is currently on 18. It was on 16 before. I told you it's going to go in between 16, 17, 18 and there. So in a very short while, there should be so much appearance of this red here. So from 18, you see a 19, 20, 21. Before you know, it's contending to flip with green. Eventually, it will flip green. So you can see it once again. It's up here and it's higher. So let's just go on, restake this and check out statistics. So statistics right now, you can see a 25 to a 19. This is on 30. So I stated blue is likely just going to be going around this 30, 31, 29, 30, 31. Why this will be running 19, 20. We're on 16 before, 17 now, 18, 19 is the highest now. We keep on going at a very given stage. Now what you might be seeing is what a 24 to a 24, or a 23 to a 23. At a very given stage, they will become the same thing. Then it will likely flip green. But before that it happens, green will likely battle. So you understand? Currently, green just won right now. We are going in for a recovery. We are not staking red and blue without keeping in mind that green is going to try to appear. That's why this system has a martingale of 3 times. So a martingale of 3 times, according to my stake now, is always very good. Risk management is essential in anything that you are doing. First take a 2,000, 6,500, then a 22,000. So whenever you have your capital, you have to know how to split it in a ratio that your martingale can run up to 3 times, because definitely we know that this color green right here on the 100 draws is definitely in the process of dying. It's in the process of fading away. But it's not going to completely go out. Sometimes it can appear as high as 2 times in a struggle to win. You understand? It can appear as high as 2 times, but it doesn't really go beyond that 2 times. It doesn't go beyond that 2 times. So we have the red here. I'll be doing my analysis soon. So let's get on. Checking out the 100 draws. You can see this now. Blue 28, red 20, and what, a 26 on green. These two now are rather close, though we cannot say anything much about that for now. And all we have to do now is to stake on blue, right? Stake on red, stake on no winning color. This is an error right here. Hopefully I will not need to recover this. I always make sure that whenever I make a recovery, I drop my capital. Very good. So we got ourselves a red right here. We got ourselves a red right here. So all I have to do now is to go on the blue, go on the red, and a no winning right here. So if you should look at this now, according to statistics, we started all the way from 4753942 to 3951 on what? Green, blue, no winning color, which we only what skipped out 48 and won the rest, which was like winning. So from 42 to 51 is like a 10 game setting, and we only skipped out 1, so winning 9. So all the way from ID 51 to 62, which is a let's say 12 game, we've actually what gotten 8 out of, or 9 out of 12. So that's actually a good one. So the green now is trying to come up. This is the reason why there's a color flip happening here. You know, I told you earlier on, I don't want to speak about that yet. There is a flip in color, but I'm much more positive for the blue than the what green, because if you look here now, also red is what contending with green. 2 colors are contending with green on the 24 hours. Red is contending on the 100 draws, blue is contending. So green should have its drop soon. I missed out on getting a no winning color. That's quite bad. Hopefully it's one of the 2 or so, and it was a no winning color. Too bad. The exact no winning color that I wasn't able to add in came out to win. Well, I'll try my best to be faster on this. So that's it right there. We'll still keep up with the blue, the red, and the no winning color. So that was a very bad miss there, though I was actually explaining, so I lost track of the time and could not meet up. So let's get this done now. So as I said, the flip is still on 27, but I believe more in blue than the green. Reasons are very obvious, which I will not be stating right here. As I stated, those in charge of this are on the mentorship class. So this is it right now, 100 here. So we have not still gotten a flip, but actually the blue got to win here. So our setup still went right well, and we just go in now to bet this. So I told you earlier on is the fact that you have a 4 game play, which is the no winning color, red, blue, and green. you have to choose definitely a no winning color and either of these three, giving you a 75% chance of winning. But if you choose the wrong thing, you will see that you will go down to 0. You will actually go down to 0, because if you choose against green and green win 3 times, your account is blown. So we have ourselves now a draw right here. So we have ourselves another draw. Let's get on now to bet this. So we started this gameplay all the way from the ID 42, and this is the ID 66. So that is like a 27 or 28 gameplay, which in that we've only had to make recovery like 2 to 3 times. We skipped out 1. So highest 4 out of a 27 gameplay. That means a 23 has actually been 1 out. So that's it there. Let's check out something. So let's imagine that the color we eliminated was red. How many times have we had a winning streak of red? Just 2. 2 again. So you get my point there. Let this come out now. We got ourselves another red here. I'll go over to analysis now and show you something. So checking out the analysis now, the 100 draws, 26 here, 20 and the 27. Blue has still flipped out the color green, and when you check out the 24 hours, red is now contending very severely with green. And if finally red gets to flip out green once again, as you know, whenever there is a flip like this happening, green is likely going to fight. So we should expect green to win. It's trying to fight. It's going to definitely want to fight. So that is it. Whatever you're doing in the system of the 4 Ninja, keep in mind that your statistics is important, very important. You don't joke with that. So you can see the green appearing right now. So I told you that the green will surely fight his way to stay afloat. That's why your recovery on the martingale should be solid. You should always put that in mind. You can recover as high as 2 times. Green can decide now to win like 2 times. You understand me? And if you don't put that in consideration, you eventually end up flopping. So let's check out the 100 draws. You have green now has flipped blue once again. So the flip is going to be like this. How a flip period is. This is how a flip period usually is. It's actually trying to battle blue on the 100 draws here, green and blue. While on the 24 hours, it's trying to battle with the red. So on both grounds, you have green and blue, then green and red. So green is actually battling. Once red flips, blue flips. That's all. Green is going all the way down. You understand? So this is it now. We've actually won this on red. Go over, stake on the blue, stake on the red, and stake on the no winning color. So we've actually been on this all the way from ID 42. That's like up to 30 minutes ago to ID 69. So 42 to 69 is actually around 28 draws. So this should be our 28th draw right here, which out of 28 draws, we've actually gone recovery 2 to 3 times, and we skipped out 1 during that flip of ID 48, I believe. So that's quite a good one on this. So green again, once again, has actually decided to come out. I told you that there will be a big struggle here because green will try his best not to get flipped. That's how a flip period works. That's why whenever you come in, as you can see, I took a few minutes to start up with this. You must make sure that you are not going in on a flip zone that is not relevant. If I had come into this gameplay right now, once I come over to my statistics, check this, I know that the flip is occurring, check this, I know that the flip is occurring, I will take out the next few minutes. It can be 5 minutes if I wish, 10 minutes. Check out. Once a flip is completed, imagine all the way from ID 42 to ID 51, we played the remnant of a flip, which was a 9 game. Now all the way from ID 52 to ID 69, we are on a second flip. So look at this right now. We have green coming once again. You can understand what I'm saying. During the flip, you have as much as 2 times. On a good gameplay and a good setting, by now I should not be staking. Normally, you understand, except for the purpose of this video, by now I will not be staking. In a severe flip like this, whereby we have a green here wanting to flip out the blue, and also on the 24 hours he wants to flip out. So let's get on now to this. So this is the time we get our recovery. So on a very good setting like this, if I come into the gameplay, you have nothing to play here, because you can see that the green just flipped out the blue, and when you check out the 24 hours here, the green and the red is on battle. So right now we got ourselves our recovery right now. That's why I stated the martingale goes as high as up to 3 times. Give yourself as high as 3 times, and in so many cases, in fact in all cases, you don't see more than 3 times. The only reason why you can see a martingale, since we began this gameplay, that was up to over 30 minutes ago, this is the first time that we saw green appear twice, simply because of this reason. I will explain shortly. Let's initiate our stake in. So I will explain shortly, and the simple reason is because when you look at the statistics now, check out your 100. Okay, let's refresh this a second on that. Check out the 100 draws: 27, 26, 20, 27. A very severe flip zone is occurring on the 100 draws, and on the 24 hours, blue is totally out of the league. Red and green are trying to flip. You can see that green just went beyond red a little. So this is it. We've actually won out blue once again. So when you go back, there is still a contention between the blue here, 27, 27. You understand? So the battle is still on, and on the 24 hours, this and this, they're still very close. This is far off. You have nothing to do with this. But when you come over here now, you can still see what's happening. So very important statistics. You see your statistics. Once you learn all about statistics, you will find out that there are some things that you don't actually need to stress. There are sometimes you come on. Once you come on, you run away, because anything that you are doing there, you're only trying to shoot yourself in the leg. Anything you do at that point, you will just kill yourself. So that's it right there. So you mistake this. So the proper understanding of statistics, once you come on, you see a kind of setup. Once you see the setup, you close the app and you're out. Coming back later. The only reason why I made this video now is because I saw that the statistics is at a very good period whereby I can make a lengthy video all the way from ID 42 now. We're at ID 74. That is like a whole 33 draws. So I've been making this video now for over 30 minutes when you include the beginning whereby I was still trying to explain some few things. And one major thing is that out of the 33 draws, we've only gotten a recovery as high as 4 or 5 times and skipped out 1. The rest has actually been flowing that well. So blue is still trying to come in. And at this given stage now, as I stated, I shouldn't be actively playing here. A 33 draws and you actually got to win, let's say 26 or 27 or 28 thereabout, is actually a very good one if you look at that in the aspect of recovery. So let's check this out. 100 draws, 28 on blue, 28 on green, 26 on blue, and then you look right here, 144 to 141. A recovery is actually very possible, but as I stated, ideally you should not be active right here. This is too tight. This to this is too tight. This is even joining in. So very soon all of them will actually be very tightly packed. They will be too close. So we got ourselves a red. When you check this out right now, look at all of them are coming within range. 28, 21, 26. There is no doubt that before you know, you can see a 26, 23, possibly 26 or a 25. Understand? Every of them now within the 20 something range. Ideally you should have something like a 30 something, 30, 16, 20 something, 20 something. But right now all of them are very closely packed. That's actually wrong at this given stage, and you should consider taking a step away. So I'll actually be ending very shortly. The flip between green and blue has actually been forward and backward and forward and backward. This will flip this will flip this back and all. But red should actually come up to dominate shortly. So red is actually run this out here. So checking out the statistics, 100 draws, you can see they are getting closer. This is now 22. So this right now is 22, this is 28, this is 25. All right, so this is still a very valid gameplay, but one major thing about sticking at a time like this is that recovery is too high. There are some times whereby the gameplay will be so smooth that you can go 25 draws only having 2 recoveries. In some cases whereby you are taking in a rough period, you can, out of 25 draws, have up to 7 recoveries. So you understand what I'm saying? So we got ourselves a red. As I stated, this will keep on getting tighter and tighter until it will become unreasonable. You can see this now. 28, 23, 25, 24. A very bad period to play, if I will tell you. So you understand the whole concept now. I don't just come online these days. I'm trying my best these days. I don't just come online, make gameplays and leave. I try to at least drop few knowledge here. And with what I'm dropping, I believe that insights should actually be coming in on the gameplay, and you should be learning one thing or the other. So this is it, getting rather packed. 28, 25, 23. It will still keep on getting tighter and tighter and tighter until the thing, you can see it just got worse. It just got worse now. So 24, 24, 24, 28. I'm out of here. This is a very severe time bomb. You don't even try. That's why I told you that once you learn how statistics works, there are sometimes you should not actually be active. So let's recap this. Now we started all the way from ID 4, 5, 4, 7. I mean 4, 7, 5, 3, 9, 7, 9. So okay, that's where we are now. So we started from 9:42, had our first gameplay all the way to 9:51, which was around let's say 10 gameplay. So around the 10 gameplay here, which we eventually only skipped 1 and 1 9. So 9-1. Then secondly, sorry about that, we went on to the second phase whereby we went all the way from ID 952 to ID 979. So all the way from ID 952 to 979 is a 28 stake, and I believe we had the highest amount of recoveries here. Out of 28 games, we actually got to recover as high as 5 or 6. So in total, that was like winning a 20, let's say 22 plus 9, 31. So 31 times 16 to 2,000 per game is around the 50k to 63,000. So that's just it on the recaps, and that will be all for now. Check out your statistics and what can you see right now in the 100 draws. 24, 24, 25, 27. Run for your life. Run. That's all I can say. When you look at the 24 hours, 144, 146, still a flip. So I'll be ending this right about here.